What's good? I just came to hop on because I had some time.
Okay. Well, say
Hey,
what you got
hey,
to say.
baby.
Look
Hey,
at it.
baby.
And there she
What's
go.
going on,
Hey,
baby?
Girl, you're
Yeah.
looking like $1 million. I had watched the rerun yesterday and I seen Joe compliment you. Girl, you look like $1 million.
I mean, I do what I do when I can do it.
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
doing it right, baby. You're doing it right.
so we're gonna start with Alethea because I know she can't stay long. Alethea, how are we looking in school? I know you are there with the kiddies. So how are we looking with school? And let's just say this. We had the situation that happened in our area with the young lady getting hit in the eye. Bullying is not to be accepted. Parents, tell your children to keep their hands to themselves and teach them by example. By example, watch how you act around your kids because you can't tell them one thing and act another way and expect
Facts.
them to do what you tell them to do when they see you acting a complete fool. Go ahead, Alethea.
So speaking of which, we were at an in service yesterday, and it was just it's a whole bunch of different schools or whatever. And I was talking to a parent, and the parent said that she called the school, the same school that the incident happened with the girl, and she called for her kids because her child was being bullied also. Like it was I don't want to say minor because no bullying is minor, but it was pulling hair. It was like different things like that. And she called the principal, and the principal told her because she was like, "Okay, I've been calling y'all. Y'all have like no tolerance for bullying. I've been doing my part." The principal told her that this would have to go on for 2 weeks before action
What?
would be yes.
What? Hold on,
Yes,
hold on. Let me
yes,
comprehend this.
yes,
You
yes,
call and you
yes.
report an offense. An
And she
offense
called the
which
principal
hold it, which by definition, hold it, by
is bullying.
definition,
Mhm.
hold it. Let me where my book at? Book. I'll find it.
Yes, sir.
I have my legal book
Yes,
around here
sir.
because I'm studying to get a hooded degree. But in my legal books, it says if I put my hands on you, that can be predicated as assault. Once
Yes.
I touch you, that can be assault. Depending on how I touch you, it could even go into battery. So hold on. So me putting my hands on you in a manner that is egregious is assault. Is assault by anybody. I don't care if you're 120. I don't care if you're two. If you put your hands on me in an egregious manner, that is assault. That by definition. But I got to get assaulted for 2 weeks before we can even talk about anything. Come,
two
come
weeks.
on, family.
Two
We got
weeks.
to do okay. School folks,
And
I don't know who on
and
here
this
who a
this
teacher.
is the same school that the girl, and this is why she pulled her child out of that school
Let,
because
let
she
me
had
let
been
me let me
calling
call
and
a
calling and
name.
calling and calling.
I'm gonna have to reach out to him because I need to talk to him anyway about some initiatives I'm trying to do. But since I'm in St. Landry Parish, Milton Baptiste, you will be getting a phone call from me. I will ask you because you need to
two
clarify
weeks
that one for me.
yes.
Sean, talk to me, baby. Talk to me, Sean.
Well, I wanted to say it on yesterday, right? But I'm gonna say it right now. In my time doing counseling, a lot of my children I was counseling, they were always the victims of bullying. I would tell those children and my own children especially, this is strong words, not Joe Dupree words, not anybody else. My responsibility. Defend yourself in real time. We'll do all the legality later. Don't be a punching bag. Don't be in the hospital, hospitalized. Don't be in the graveyard. Trying not to hit back, and I don't want to get in trouble. Defend yourself in real time.
Well,
We'll,
you got to
we'll, we'll,
understand.
we'll, we'll figure it out later.
Y'all
You know
got
what
to
I'm saying?
understand how this bullying can lead to negligent homicide. Watch this. You pushing, pulling on a kid, and you push them the wrong way, and they slip and fall, and their head either hit the side of the concrete, the side of the desk, the side of the lunchroom table. It's that easy for something to go click, and that's it.
But but not even that is bigger than that. Not even homicide. Bullying could lead to a child taking their life.
Right, right. To
That but
suicide.
and
Right, right. To suicide. To
so
suicide.
you
Right.
want this child to endure this type of bullying. You want this child to endure this for two. Do you know how long 2 weeks is in the mind of a child? I know. Okay, so if you have a bill, or if
Huh.
if you broke, 2 weeks is a long time to wait on your check, because you are counting down every single day, and 2 weeks is a long time. And that last Thursday, you like, come on Friday, come on Friday. 2 weeks is a long time to wait for a check. So just imagine 2 weeks of enduring all of this pain. 2 weeks, day in and day out, for 2 whole weeks, before somebody steps in and does something about it, before somebody advocates for you. That might be too late, because 2 weeks is too long, and a child may end up taking their life because the school did not do anything about it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then that same school will turn around and say, oh, well, we didn't know. We didn't. Yes, you
crazy.
did. Because the parents told you.
Family, we've got to, as responsible adults, understand that when somebody tells you something and it don't sound right, it don't smell right, and it could cause harm to a child, we have to act immediately, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a school board member, I'm not a teacher, nor do I work at a school. But I believe that anytime somebody gives you information, that information is letting you know that somebody is being harmed. You can't wait. You can't say, well, let me stop, wait, and see. No, I'd rather err on the side of caution and move immediately and be wrong than not to move at all, and all of a sudden something worse happens. At the end of the day, when somebody tells you somebody is being harmed, you need to act immediately. I'd rather go in and say, look, we heard this. We're trying to find out what happened, and be proven wrong, be proven, oh, it was fabricated, it was a lie, it wasn't the truth. Then I'll address that from that point. But I'd rather move in and make sure everybody is okay than to sit back and say, let's wait and see. Because wait and see might put somebody in the grave.
There was another school in Dallas, because
He's gone.
Everybody look like they seen something, like we seen the ghost. Like, what was that?
What happened to Alethea? Hold on. Hopefully Alethea will come back. We will hope Alethea comes back.
Yeah.
Casper, the friendly ghost, just said, she can't say that.
Everybody moved their head to the side. Like, what was that?
Where Alethea?
Like the lights just went out.
Right.
But also, real talk, before since she comes back, my time being the counselor, Joe, the first thing I asked my client, they said, Mr. Sean, somebody doing so and so. Any of us was gonna say, you told your teacher, you told your bus driver, you told your principal. They always say yes. What was done behind that? Most times, Joe, unfortunately, nothing.
We
I
said
see this time and time again.
We said Casper the friendly. We said the friendly ghost came in there and bullied you. Shut up.
Right. But I covered this like story on my socials, and one of the comments was from another parent, and she said that in Dallas, her child went to the teacher and told the teacher that they were being bullied, and the teacher told this child that they need to get thicker skin. What?
So, and let me bring up a name. She used to be a part of this podcast when I first started off on this actual particular podcast. Shauna Sias, and Shauna and a friend of hers named Nina. They do a great curriculum to teach about bullying and bullying prevention. People need to get this lady and her and her friend and get their curriculum and begin to. Bullying is going on. It is happening, family. And we need just like you have DARE to keep kids. There's 3 things I think that need to be taught in every school. DARE to keep them off of drugs. They need to come up with a gun program like DARE to make kids understand how relevant it is, because they playing Call of Duty and they're playing Fortnite. They're playing all these shooting games and they really don't understand that guns kill. They need to have a program like DARE about guns, where they can make kids understand that real guns really do kill. It ain't Call of Duty. You don't
And
you don't
understand
rev
what bullets do to actual flesh. When bullets
right,
hit actual flesh,
right,
in real life.
right, right. And they need to have a bullying, because they do have a program where they show what drunk driving does in school, especially in high school. But they need to have a drunk driving, what guns really do, and bullying prevention along with these DARE programs,
But
because
let me tell
those
you why that's not gonna
as well as sex, Joe.
is
But I don't know if
is
I don't know if you're aware, but they're removing. I know at least in Florida, they removed the DARE program out of majority of our schools.
well, because they want us to be doped up and shoot one another. But go ahead, Alethea. You were about to
but
say something. Go
let,
ahead.
let,
Why they ain't
let me
gonna do
tell
it? Why they ain't
you
gonna do it?
how that may not even make a difference, because in this day and age, in the world that we live in right now, this generation is so desensitized. They don't like, they will look at that and laugh, because they like, you can see when somebody is getting hurt, their first instinct is not to go and help them. Their first instinct is to take out their phone and record. Like, somebody could be getting beaten up. Somebody could be getting mauled, shot, stabbed. Their first instinct is not, let me call for help. Let me take out my phone and record this. So that's
Wow.
why feel like it may help some, but the majority will not care, because this world that we live in now is so desensitized that they will not care. It will not make a difference.
And Joe, with those classes, they need self-defense classes.
Huh?
They
Yeah,
need
yeah,
Okay.
self-defense classes.
that's true. That's very true. I mean, at the end of the day, family, we really, as parents, grandparents, as concerned citizens, we need to start putting ourselves in a position really where we have some real conversations with our children, and let them know that A, we care, and B, when things are going on, they need to talk to somebody. They need to not keep it to themselves. They need to talk to somebody. And what Alethea said was so prevalent and so deep, that some of these kids are so desensitized, they don't even feel like them saying anything gonna do anything. See,
Facts.
we have a saying in law enforcement: see something, say something. But they're right now so desensitized to see something, say something. They believe if they see something and say something, ain't nothing gonna happen. We got to change that narrative. We've got
And
to change
sometimes
that narrative.
saying something may get you killed
Make get
because
you
Snitching,
of
killed or
the
in trouble.
snitching.
because snitches get stitches.
Mhm.
So it's like a catch 22. You don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what to do, and that's why a lot of students stay silent, because it's like, well, if I say something, there may be a repercussion later. And if I don't say something, I have to suck it up and take it. So what do I do? Because the people that are supposed to keep me safe are not.
Well,
Mm.
look at it on a bigger scale. What are we supposed to do? We're being bullied every day from our president, from our congressmen, and stuff like that, and we take it. So it's
Mm.
hard for us to tell the kids, right now, hey,
Mm.
don't take
Mm.
this, do that. When they seeing it
Mm.
every day, they fully aware. Not only with that, even within our music, even within some of the things that we listen to or see for entertainment, like bullying, it became like the norm. Like even like, well, I come from a very old school classist, very classy family. So we handle breakups kind of different. But now these days, it's like the new thing. When you break up with someone, you gotta bully them, and like hold them hostage with some of their secrets or they pictures or videos that y'all made when y'all was on good terms. So it's like we have become numb to bullying, which I don't like. I'm not supporting it, but it damn
Yep.
sure enough don't help that our president bully people every day.
Let me ask the
Right.
question. We mentioned the whole snitches get stitches thing, right? Isn't that a part of like gang culture, street culture? We're talking about civilians trying to uphold a gang culture
Yes.
mantra, if you will. If
That's
you a civilian, listen, nothing to do with you.
generation, generation lives by that code. They live by that code,
Mm.
and
Mm.
they don't know shit from sugar about no type of games. But this is the code that they live by, based on what they hear. So you telling me that you listen to one young boy song, and now all of a sudden you think that
Mm.
you hard?
Hold
Shut
up.
up.
Now,
That's
and it's funny
you
that
ain't
you said
lying,
that.
Alicia.
Hold it. It's funny that you said that, Alethea, because I was right here in the back of my head saying these kids in pre-K and in kindergarten, some of them don't even know their ABCs, but they know the
But can
latest.
recite every
But
single word.
they know the latest NBA young boy, like that's all they listen to all their
Yes,
life at the side of their crib. Somebody
yes.
was playing NBA young boy,
And
and
just talk.
right, hold it, and they like
What?
that, yeah.
Hey, Joe, you know what's scary about that? Whenever I was a little shorty, they said, boy, I know
Spell
that
your
Tupac,
name.
don't you? You know that Snoop Dogg, don't you?
Uh-huh.
It's like every
Right.
generation is just a,
Spell your name.
we
Spell
all
it.
been there, bro.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So
I didn't
you
Spell
know
know,
your name.
geometry, but I know big and small, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, 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 right. I know.
Spell your name, damn it.
Hold on, I know
Spell it.
who was this knocking at my door at 5 in the morning.
You're right.
Yeah,
But but
so
if, but but if you ask them, spell your name,
right,
but you can
right. Oh, come on,
INDEPENDENT.
God, come on, hey.
But you can spell that though.
Hold it. They jiggulating in school. They jiggulating, but
Okay.
not spellating.
You
Oh.
They
can't even tell them
jiggulating, but not.
sound it out. They sound like Future. Love, love,
Like amigo. Like
L-O-V-E-E-E-E.
amigo.
Yeah, right,
What?
right.
But oftentimes, I ain't even gonna say oftentimes. I ain't even gonna say all the time. You have to blame the parents. You have to blame the parents. And I'm just going to be very blunt. Me and my children mother, we didn't get along most of the time, but because of our own personal emotions. But when it came to our kids, man, education. If we would have focused on our kids' education, well, we did focus on our kids' education, but if we would have put our kids' education at the base of our relationship, we probably would have still been together. We can cuss each other out that morning, but if our son has a field trip or he has like a test, hey, did you study with him? Like we was real big on education stuff like that. And my sons, they do listen to rap music, but they are very highly educated when it comes to multiple things in life, multiple subjects or liberal arts and sciences. And
Well,
that's
hold on,
why they can't communicate with most of their friends because they like,
hold on, brother Bowtie. Now let's be clear about something about rap music that I want to not right now stigmatize rap music. There are some very highly intelligent brothers and sisters
Oh yeah.
out there that are rapping
you're the
who if
professor.
hold
Yeah.
it that if you yourself tried to attempt to do what they do, you couldn't do it because the
Mhm.
cadence, the ability to write those raps shows a high level of intelligence to make that flow and go the way it goes. So, and all rap music ain't derogatory, and all rap music ain't telling
Yeah.
us to kill one another.
Right.
Yeah,
So
and you know what? Rap music, whether you know or not, I'm not looking down on rap music, but my niece, my favorite niece, I hope my other nieces don't watch this, but she's like 4 years old. But she literally learned her ABCs by me watching her and us watching Gracie's Corner. I don't know if you ever watched Gracie's
right. The
Corner.
wheels,
Yes.
yes, Gracie,
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
but
all
man,
wall, all
yeah,
wall. The wheels on the bus go round and
So
round.
yeah.
let me say this last thing before I have to head out.
Talk
It's
to me.
not all parents, because I have this one parent, and I teach pre-K. I need you to listen to me and listen to me well. This is 4 and 5 year old. I teach pre-K. I have a child in my class, and I'm so happy that he is a black boy. I have a child in my class,
Mhm.
4 years old, that he can open a book, and not a C. Jane Run book, like a
Mm,
book with no pictures in it, and he can read it to you.
Mm,
and he's 4 years old. But that's because his mother
mm.
and everything that I have, she is there. Every time I sit, she is right there. And but she comes from a different culture. I think that she is Nigerian, I want to say.
Okay, come
But
on, come through.
Makes
like
sense.
when I tell you 4 years, 4, and can open a book and
Come
read it
through.
to you word for word.
Come
I've
through.
never experienced that in my life. I was like every parent, because she puts education here and everything
Mhm.
else falls
Below.
second.
Yep.
He don't know nothing about TV. He don't know nothing about but he know how to read.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I'm loving this, but I gotta go. I love y'all, and if I have time to hop into tomorrow, I will do that. Y'all go out there, be great in their face, advocate for your child, advocate for your child, because they are the most important thing. They are the most important thing in your life, or so you say. So act like it.
Mm.
Mm.
Act like it.
Give us some closing words, Alethea.
Be great in your own face so you could be extraordinary in theirs. And as always, y'all have a good day on purpose. You're welcome.
All
That
right,
part right there.
beautiful.
Bye, Alethea. There we
And you know
go.
what, Joe? It's something
What?
that she said they had a Nigerian descent, right? I have a
Right.
few African friends, right? And the coincidence is all of them are super multilingual, bro. And
Yeah.
one of my homeboys told me his name Muhammad, right? He said, Sean, it's just common in my tribe where I'm from. Average person, y'all funny. The average person might know 8 or 9 different languages just by proximity.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
The
you know,
average child know 8, 9 languages. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just so common, but it's like,
it's
Well,
crazy. Before we switch to Elijah, I'm finna put my personal business out there. I had kept it secret for months, but I'm currently in a relationship with a South African, and
there ain't no secret. You done told it before.
the average South African actually speak 6 or 7 languages, like
Yeah,
just normally. Now,
because they
some
got
of
to
them
know
they
the
know all.
oppressor. Hold it. They got
Some
to
of
know
them
the
know all
language of
11
all the
languages, and
oppressors that
they
came. Yeah.
I can't hear you, Joe.
I, I said they have to know all the languages of all the oppressors that came to oppress them. Of course.
No, 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 no. The oppressors only speak English, so that's the only language. But in South Africa, there's 11 different tribes, so they learn all 11 different tribes' languages. Like we think that Nelson Mandela actually speaks English, but his actual language is Xhosa. But he actually spoke 17 languages, but he barely spoke English. He only spoke English if there was an American person around,
Mm,
make pretty much, because they had apartheid, so they had to make white
mm,
people feel comfortable. So that's the only time they speak English sometimes, but most of the time they speak their languages. And I actually was at a South African event this past weekend, and I was like, man, what? These people speak these, and even when they're like 4 or 5 years old, understanding different languages. But go ahead, Lodge, got the show.
So it is 35 minutes.
uh,
35. It's 35 minutes past the hour. And I didn't see all the game last night. When I went to bed, I was like, they going at it. It was the Ravens and the Lions, which I like both teams. I'm not very fond of the Ravens because I am a Steelers fan. But however, I knew they were going at it. And I was like, man, who's going to win this thing? Is it going to be Lamar and Henry? Or is it going to be Goff and these 2 running backs they got in Detroit? Because them 2 running backs they got in Detroit, something serious. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. You know him from the Fitz Take. It is Elijah in Rocky Top. He'll always be at my home, sweet home to me. He's at pure old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Elijah Nixon in the building. Elijah, talk to me, baby.
Hey y'all, man. First, before we even get started, bow tie.
What's good, Scholar?
Hey man, you learning 6 different. Well, you teaching your Florida language yet?
Oh, she understand the Florida language.
You understand?
She understand our lingo. She don't like it because she said we don't speak proper English. But I like,
What you
well, as
mean,
long as we
man?
understand one another.
You
What you
understand?
What you talking about, man? You know that for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Man, we
She
have a
know what
good.
jit. She know
Good.
what jit mean.
What up,
And
man?
yeah. She said y'all cut everything. She said y'all have a problem with us saying wata, but y'all said what? I was like, yeah, we understand. We
But
understand.
getting into it, the Lions and Ravens was a good matchup yesterday. One thing I didn't really realize until last night is Lamar Jackson did not throw the ball out of bounds, and that's the reason to me that they lost. I mean, the turnovers with Derrick Henry and him fumbling the ball at the crucial time was big as well. But Lamar often put the team behind the sticks because he wants to make a play downfield instead of just throwing out of bounds at 2nd and 10 or 3rd and 5. He put it back at 2nd and 25 or 3rd and 12 or something like that. So that's going to be a big problem if he doesn't decide to take the incompletions. Because if you keep playing behind the sticks, it's going to be hard to get back in front of him. So that's tough for Lamar. But my question to y'all, it came out yesterday. They had a survey for LeBron James. LeBron James, for a lot of GMs and people around the league, them and said, what do you think he's going to do after next year? 12 people put that he will be with the Lakers. 7 people put that he will retire, and then everybody else said elsewhere he'll be with Dallas, Cleveland, or back in Miami. But Rich Paul's agent said something that was very interesting to me. He said, I don't think you should worry about what's going to happen next year. You should just focus on what the here and now is for LeBron James. Now, with that being said, what do you guys think? Is this his last year? Do you think he's leaving? I mean, do you think he's going to leave LA? Do you think he's going to stay LA? What do you think is going to happen with LeBron?
No, I think he has to get the other son in, and he wants to at least play against him or with him. I'd love to see him play against him because Bryce is way better than Bronny. He's a big boy, so I think LeBron wants to stay in that. But you know what I think he's gonna do when he leaves? I think he's only gonna retire for 1 year, then he's gonna go into either ownership or sports analyst. But I think ownership would be dope. But to each his own.
Don, talk to me. What do you think, man?
I think that LeBron is going to leave the Lakers. He's going to leave. But I do think that, like Brother Bowtie said, I think his eyes going toward that ownership thing. Now, man, I think he over there in Saudi Arabia and whatnot, making deals, trying to start their own league or something like that, I'm hearing. So I think he's gonna get that ownership bag, yo.
Yeah.
Well, let me put my 2 cents in it. I think he's gonna leave LA. Brother Bowtie, I think he coming to MIA, yo. And I think he's gonna bring Bryce to MIA, yo. I'm just saying. Because he needs Bryce to be somewhere where Bryce can flourish. And Bryce can flourish in MIA, yo, I think better than he could in LA. So I think he's gonna leave Los Angeles, come back to MIA, yo, and have a good place for Bryce. Because once again, and you never know with him, Pat Riley, Bryce, and the ownership thing on the table, MIA looks much more attractive to me than Los Angeles for a lot of reasons. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I think MIAO too, but I also think that he might go back home and give one last gift to Cleveland before he depart from Cleveland.
He may.
Yeah, I think he's going to play one more year with Bryce, and it's going to depend where Bryce get drafted. I think he's just going to play with him, and then he's going to get out of there because I think the expansion is supposed to happen pretty soon, and I know he wants to own a team in Vegas. I want to say, so I think that with that being said, I think he's going to do one more year with Bryce, and then just depart right after that one. He gave us that'll be 22 good years. That'll be 20. No,
Yeah.
23.
Right.
I don't know. He's been in the league since I was.
It'll be 24 years when he's done. If he's done last year.
So let me switch gears off of basketball into something right quick since we in football season. Who right now do you feel can emerge from all this college chaos and be the big dog to bring that national championship? I'm asking right now, who do you see as the new national champions in this playoff system? Who do you see? Elijah? Who you with?
Right now I'm about to go with Penn State. They just look too good, man. I mean, I know they got their challenges coming up pretty soon, but they don't look bad at all. I think every position that they have a defense. They have a defensive end. They have a quarterback in Drew. They have a running game. I think they have a great head coach with James Franklin. I think
Who your biggest disappointment?
Gators.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna say Florida. I'm gonna say Florida because Florida. Honestly, this is the truth. Florida has one of the hardest schedules that I thought they could conquer.
Okay, right.
So I thought, after they could beat Miami. I thought they could beat Mississippi State's undefeated for some reason. I thought they could beat LSU. I thought they had the table right in front of them to prove that they were the best college football team that was out there. But right now, they're not looking good at all. And
I tell you who I'm disappointed in. I'm disappointed in the Gamecocks. I'm very disappointed in South Carolina. South Kakalaki. I had a Heisman hopeful out of South Kakalaki, and now I'm highly disappointed. When it comes down to who I believe will be national champions, I hate to say it, and I'm gonna sound like somebody that you know pretty well, Elijah. I'm gonna say it the best way I can. Come down to winning the national championship this year. Go Tigers. That's it. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. I just got that
what
feeling.
Tigers? What Tigers? Jackson State?
L to the S to the U. Man, please. Jackson State can't even hold people in the stands no more. Look like they glitter has gone. Jackson State setting world records in attendance, and now all of a sudden you can go to Jackson State and you can sit wherever you want to sit.
But speaking
I said it in the beginning of the year. Well, on this podcast, I said that I had Georgia going. So I'm still with Georgia, but I think the Ducks going to slip in there. But Miami looking interesting as well.
Hold it. I would get ready to do this for everybody who can't stand them. Y'all better watch out for these suckers right here. Hey,
well, I'll tell you this. They have the swag back, but they don't have. They not the Andre Johnson and Santana Moss. They don't have that team, so they still missing a few pieces.
Who is?
Huh?
I said, who is? You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
That team was just souped up.
They don't have Ken Dorsey back there.
Hey, outside of your Gators, actually Florida popping right now. Florida State on it. Too. Hey, Florida State on it. Man, hey, you can say what you want to. Florida State, Miami, and then you cannot negate the Gators, because the Gators will do what they're doing right now. They'll lose. They'll lose these games and have everybody going, oh, the Gators ain't nothing. Then all of a sudden, toward the end of the season, the Gators start whooping on everybody's tail, and everybody go, what were these Gators at the first of the year?
Yeah. Trying to figure out the team, but I know the Dolphins coach need to be gone and the Gators coach need to be gone.
Whoa. Why are you saying stuff about Mike McDaniel like that?
Man,
Jeffrey
Dahmer need to go back. Jeffrey Dahmer need to go back to San Francisco and finish doing his life sentence on Alcatraz.
No. He was the genius. He was the next genius. But to go to stay in the NFL though, I don't know if you've seen this. You know who plays this week? The Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers.
Now,
Jerry Jones already opened his mouth. Jerry Jones, he said he don't want to give a tribute to Michael Parsons because he said it's too early. He should have never. It's too early in his career. For everything that Micah did with those Cowboys, I just want to know your thoughts.
I hope Micah knocks the Thanksgiving stuffing out of one Dak Prescott. I hope Dak gets the Thanksgiving stuffing knocked out of him. And I hope every time Micah hits him, Micah secretly says into Dak's ears,
What makes me mad about it is because as much as I do want to see Micah go out there and destroy stuff, the person that he really want to get doesn't wear a helmet, doesn't wear a shoulder pad, doesn't even participate in the game.
Because I know it's not. Well, we know it's not personal with him and his team, his ex-teammates, but some way somehow he wants to affect Jerry, and he's going to make a whole bunch of sacks or he's gonna do something stupid. He might just get fined.
Bruh, I want somebody going back at the end of that game looking at Jerry Jones with that look. They ain't gonna say nothing to Jerry because it's Candyland, but I want him to give him that look.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Micah become Terrell Owens. You remember when Terrell Owens went to San Fran and they played Dallas
Come
and he
on.
went in the middle of the star?
Come on.
I
Come
won't be
on.
surprised if we get one of those.
Come on. Man, look. Here's what's gonna happen. You do understand. Hold it. Since we ain't really talking about it, you do understand Dallas just got beat by the Chicago Bears.
Mm.
Hold it. They didn't get beat. They got whooped.
Bear down.
Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Hold it. Dallas got whooped. So, okay, Cowboy fans, like I told you, I've been calling you, paging you, texting you, asking you. After that bear down whoop y'all got, are y'all still them boys? Because y'all really supposed to be 0-3. Because y'all just escaped New York by happenstance. Let's call it what it is. Y'all escaped the Giants by happenstance. Y'all didn't beat the Giants. Y'all escaped the Giants by happenstance. And the Bears proved that y'all are nothing but trash.
Yep.
Come here.
And all that bullying they was doing that week with Caleb Williams and his nails. Y'all let that man with nail polish run all over y'all.
Yeah, y'all let Caleb and nail polish run all over. Because now, so my question is, are y'all still them boys? Okay.
I got a question for Elijah before he get up out of here, man. I saw something last night, Elijah, where some multi-millionaire or billionaire is putting together this track and field league, if you will, and they're allowing the athletes to be on steroids or whatever on purpose to try to break world records. So my question is, what do y'all feel about that?
A world record being broke on steroids is not a world record being broke. You were juiced up. You didn't break no world record. You were juiced up. That's almost like saying, as Elijah said, I'm gonna let you cheat. I'm gonna let you cheat and do all these false starts, and then I'm gonna celebrate a win.
I'm happy you brought that up. But I'm gonna answer that track question first. First and foremost, I think that's like pure entertainment. I don't think that is for anything or anybody to tune in just to watch, because track and field, nobody really just tune in and watch unless it's the Olympics. So for them to juice them up and let them do whatever they want to do, I think that's just for pure entertainment because they need viewers and they just want to start their own thing off. If they want to do it the right way, I think they should pay for right promotions. I mean, you got to go ahead and get the McDonald's in there because everybody's going to see a McDonald's commercial. You got to get the Powerades in there because everybody's going to see a Gatorade commercial. So you have to.
It's entertainment, right? It's like the baseball guys be juiced up, have a home run derby. We all want to see balls get smacked all over the yard. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, the old school Sammy Sosa and what the homeboy name was, the big boy.
Bonds
and all those guys at the time, they smacking across the yard, you know what I mean? Like, it's entertainment, you know?
It's entertainment. That's all it is. But I'm happy you said something about the tush push. As much as you know, I can't stand it because it's not fairly called. You know who else ran the tush push last Sunday?
Who?
The beloved Saints. Let me show you what happened. They ran this play. They ran this play on Sunday now, right? You see that flag? What was the flag called on?
On the offense. False start on the offense.
So at the end of the day, I guess if you're not the Philadelphia Eagles, is it not the same thing they do?
Hey. And at the end of the day, like you said, now hold it. And once again, I think if you slow it up and you show it, like you said, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to see just that. Somebody jumps offsides on the offense. Because really to successfully do the tush push, you got to literally get that. If you ain't got no big boys up, them big Samoans up front, you ain't no sumo wrestler. It's hard to push them big defensive guys back like that, and they coming. I agree with you, Elijah. At the end of the day, and it's 9 minutes to the top of the hour, let me say the following. Jimmy Kimmel is back. We need to look closer to the tush push. These fools are telling you if you take Tylenol, you're going to have all kind of stuff going on with you. All I can tell y'all is my favorite saying. Pay attention. Just pay attention. Elijah, you got to get up out of here, man. I know you got things to do. Or can you hang to 9 more minutes?
I could do 9 more today.
Okay. Go ahead, Sean.
I had something on that Jimmy Kimmel thing, right? He is going back on whatever situation, right? I saw a good post that talked about the sister Joy Reid and the large amount of other black women that were taken off of media or whatever, and like the push for them to come back wasn't as strong as we saw with Jimmy Kimmel. Like, what's up with that? With the question,
And
with some of our
I
black
can
women.
tell you, I can tell you what's up with that. I can tell you what up with that. The most unprotected, unappreciated, unrecognized, and most educated, and really most deserving individual on planet Earth is a black woman. Unfortunately, we'll fight for Jimmy Kimball, and I like Jimmy, but we won't fight for Joy Reid. And
Well,
here's
go
or a
ahead.
multitude of other black women, and we just got to be real about it. And we got to sometimes stop with the malarkey and all this conversation back and forth, trying to make it seem like, oh, but you don't understand. No, the truth about it is we have failed a lot of our black women. We have failed a lot of our black men. We have failed a lot of our black children, and we have failed a lot of our black and brown families. So until we get to the point that we sick and tired of being sick and tired, and we say enough is enough, this will continue to happen because we talk a good game, but there's no action behind the good game we talk.
Yeah. And it goes back to what I said last week, Joe, about us controlling our own media, stuff like that. We don't have the network, but I think each and every last black person in the United States need to be subscribed to Roland Martin. Like he pretty much knew he was gonna get fired, so he started his own thing. Said, "Let me go over here to YouTube and do whatever." Like, I think that's the most accurate media that we kind of control that nobody else can control, because he can say what he want on there. He can even cuss on there.
Let me say the following. Roland, a lot of y'all don't know, but I think Sean knows because Sean has been with me most of my radio career. Roland is one of my mentors. Roland is the one who told me a long time ago when I was working in regular radio before I got fired, because I got fired just like Roland. He told me, man, until you own your own, you all you're going to do is sit in a control room and be very comfortable getting a check. But every time an issue that can change your people's lives come to pass, you can't say nothing because you're going to offend the advertiser. You're going to offend a news director. You're going to offend a program director. You're going to offend the owner, and they're going to come in and either A, suspend you and take you off the air, or they're going to fire you because you said what was right. It was not right for them because what you said impacted your people in a positive manner, and it offended either an advertiser or some non-melanated person that said, I dare you, after all we done for you to stand up here and tell us that we're diabolical and we're evil and we're this, that, these, and those. In other words, shut up and announce the songs and don't say another word outside of that. You need to say it's 14 minutes past 5. It's partly cloudy skies, and now you're listening to After 7 and Ready or Not. We don't want to hear nothing more than that. We don't want to hear you talking about, I don't think it's right what they did to George Floyd. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We want you to say, welcome to the show. And that was Confunction and Love's Train. That's all they want to hear. And if you say anything outside of that, you're saying too much. Take your black ass home, and we'll get somebody else to announce the song.
Pretty
I saw a
much.
graphic last night, Joe. They said like the 1950s. They showed just how many media outlets there were, but now it's like 5 major outlets
Well, now
that own the whole thing. It's five
Right. Like I said, with
conglomerates
Jimmy
that own
Kimmel,
the whole
hey,
thing.
just understand, Disney announced that Jimmy's back. Sinclair, who owns a bunch of ABC affiliates, said, we F what Disney said. F what the owner said. We are the distributors and the owners of the small markets, and we're not playing Jimmy Kimmel. So
But
you just
you
gotta
know,
look you
no,
gotta look up Sinclair Podcasting. Yeah, go
one
ahead.
issue that I do have an issue with, and I'm not a follower. I didn't cancel my Disney subscription, but the support that black people had for Jimmy Kimmel, what I took from it is like we pick and choose for our own greatness and for our own destruction. Like while we wasn't backing some of ours the way that we was backing Jimmy Kimmel, like, and some of us was going hard. I mean, like this one particular person, I ain't gonna say the name, but they made like 7 posts reminding people to cancel their Disney subscription, and like, why you don't go this hard for us? Where was you with Roland Martin or cousin Jeff, Hill, like, but
Well,
you
well,
know,
well. The truth about the matter is, Bowtie. The truth be told, no pun intended. 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Many a time, man, we just like I said, there's too much jealousy, envy, and hypocrisy when it comes to us dealing with us. Right now, there's somebody somewhere that's got the stank face looking at all three of us black men right now, especially you, Bowtie, because you come on here every time clean to the T. They like, who these brothers think they are? Who they think they see? It's not so much non-melanated folks who can't stand us. That is their nature. They're not supposed to want to see us win. It kills me how we got black women and black men who watch this podcast with the stank face every day. I can't
mhm.
stand them. They think that Joe don't know nothing. Bowtie don't know nothing. John really don't know nothing. Elijah ain't that cold in sports.
Yeah.
Stank face, because we got jealousy and envy. And the bottom line is, we got black folks who will turn up, talk about us, but won't say a damn thing about what CK said when CK said Michelle
Mm-hmm.
Obama and Ketanji Brown, they stole some white person's job. Oh, they'll talk about me and you. They'll come on here and talk about me and you, but let CK say, oh, y'all stealing good white people's job and y'all ain't that smart. It's a DEI thing. Y'all won't jump up and say, man, kiss my ass. Them some intelligent black women.
Mm-hmm.
But let me and you say something about CK. They ready to cancel us. They
Yeah.
ready to have the FBI knocking at our door. They want our license revoked. They want us to go to jail because we said, wait a minute, this man here talk bad about us. See, and then all of a sudden we want to talk about all lives matter and everybody should love one another. Wait a minute, y'all never hold it. Did you love me back in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s when all I wanted to do was to be equal?
Well, you go all the way up to the early 2000s, and even to this day, they still don't love us.
Okay. Oh, hold it. Let me use the words from the Chappelle Show of one brother from Shreveport, Louisiana, named Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney said, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. In other words, everybody loves our culture and love what we bring. They love our flavor, but they don't want to go through what we went through in order to be who we are and where we at. Oh,
I don't know if you've seen the. It's funny you say that, Joe. I don't know if you've seen the video of the mega supporter. He came out with a song called "Hang 'Em." He talking about hanging black people, but he got a whole culture though. He got like the beard, the gold chains, like the jury. And he made this video at Charlie Clerk's funeral, out of all places. But I like, damn, like how you got a problem with niggas, but you trying to imitate us, like
So he
you
got a song
taking
out
our
there called
music.
Hang. Hold it. See, once again, if we come on here and say one thing that is off key, not only do we have non-melanated folks in our ass, we got these so-called conservative black folks in our ass. They come out with a song called Hang 'Em and ain't nobody saying shit. With that
At
being
all.
said, Elijah, give me some closing words before I say something to get myself in trouble. Let's get out of here.
Man, y'all was going, bro. I let first of all, thank you guys for letting me be on this podcast. You know, I still love this podcast, coming up here and just talking. I'm grateful to get up here and talk with this panel. But also for the Fist Take, continue to like, share, and subscribe. We got a good episode coming out for y'all this week. I want to say thank y'all and for supporting us and showing your love and kind words that what you guys did for us. And I also want to say thank you for supporting this podcast as well. This podcast is really, really good. And I think it's really, people need it as they first wake up in the morning. I mean, get a cup of Joe with Joe, right? So I just want to appreciate you guys again. Just thank y'all and I hope y'all have the rest of the day.
That's what I'm talking about. Sean P. Experience Degree Out Podcast. Hit me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Sean P Experience, man. Check me out on Thursday afternoon at 5:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, talking about Hubert Harrison, man. The man that spearheaded Marcus Garvey, his movement, the man that was the forerunner for the Nation of Islam, and then, of course, Malcolm X. Hubert Harrison should be a household name in all of our hearts, man. I'll be talking to an author about the biography of that brother on the Sean P Experience on YouTube, 5:00. Check me out Thursday. Subscribe, like, share that part.
That part. Brother Bowtie. Scholar, hit
Well,
me.
what it is and what it ain't and what we gonna do about it. Let's talk about it. Let's do something about it. Hey, listen, for everybody who's following me, man, be great today, man. Find something that make you worthwhile being great in other people's faces, as my sister Alethea say. Focus on something. If it's the way that you drink coffee different. Make people in a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts look at you and say, why you drink it like that? If you write in the book, write at a different angle. Make people look at you and say, okay, what's going on with this person today? So that's all I got to say. If you wish to follow me at Bowtie Untied or Antonio Cope. Wish to support my business, go to www.brothersbowties.com.
Family, on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, on the behalf of Sister Alethea, Sister Jax, Brother Elijah, Broken Berlin, Brother Jason, who am I leaving out of here? Brother Sean P and the Sean P Experience, our esteemed alumni who shows up every once in a while, Brother Fatim at WBLS in New York City, and yours truly. All I can say is be better today than you were yesterday, and do something today to bless somebody somewhere, somehow, that no matter what you do, there's no earthly way they could ever pay you back. And always remember that there is no secret what God can do. What he has done for others, he will and he can do for you. For when God is with you, nothing or no one can stand against you. Be blessed. Have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow for Hump Day. Work It Out Wednesday. We up out of here. Y'all have a great one. Peace.